Secondary students from across the province are taking part in qualifying competitions for Skills Ontario in the hopes of advancing to the Provincial Championships in Toronto. Here at the Niagara-on-the-Lake Niagara College campus, students are heating up the kitchen and showcasing their culinary skills.
So today is qualifying, which means it is a competition, several competitions in a couple of categories to see who is the best to move on to our big competition, which is in May.
And what are the categories that the students have to compete in?
So we have carpentry, welding, culinary, which is here, and TV and video production. And the top 3 winners, 1 per school board, will advance to the big competition in May.
And how many school boards are participating today?
Today, I'd say just in the culinary alone, I have about 5 or 6. That being said, we do have 3 wild card spots. So even if 2 people from the same school board get really high scores, that second person has an opportunity to advance in that wild card space.
Students were required to make an appetizer, entree, and a dessert. The judging of these 3 courses had several components, including knife skills, weight, and time.
The skills competition is trying to look at elements that they have through their career as a cook. The first one is a soup, so they have some knife skills to do the vegetable cuts to make a minestrone. The second element is a plate, an entree plate, where they have to cook a steak, some root vegetables, asparagus, some potatoes, béarnaise sauce, a little classical dish there. And then eventually they'll make a dessert, which is quite complex. They have to make a pastry, a filling, garnish, and then present those in intervals of every half hour. So there's a time crunch for them to organize their day, and also there's some skills that they have to perform to measure against each other.
And so who decided what courses they would make?
It's an actual national agenda, and they set a world agenda. So there's a lot of people involved. So right now this is going concurrently throughout the country. We have, I think, 6 or 8 colleges right now that are doing the same thing on the same day, which will then bring us to Ontario in a couple of weeks, where then we will pick the best 3 to go to the nationals. And then so each province will have 3, and then from there they would go and the top 3 would go to the Worlds.
Holding this culinary event at the Niagara-on-the-Lake campus was significant to the programs already being offered at Niagara College.
We have a really great partnership with Skills Ontario, and they do a fantastic job of going around the province, working with young people to educate them about the opportunities in skilled trades and technology. And they really are the future of the industry, and so having those students help explore their talents is a great opportunity for us to partner with.
In its 29th year, Skills Ontario empowers youth to consider a career in the skilled trades and technologies.
These competitions allow them to look at the potential and the growth and how far they can stretch themselves. And I think it's not so much what they do today, it's the fact that they have the willingness to want to pursue higher level is going to be that motivation that throughout life will keep them successful, because they'll always be growing, and that's the most important thing.
It's hard to believe the 3-course meal that was prepared today was made by high school students. Congratulations to those that move on to the Ontario Skills Competition. In Niagara-on-the-Lake, reporting for The Source, I'm Jennifer Wittig.